thing about how I've been dealing with this fanfic and how I've been saying my name, and I would like to have some opinions if you want me to stop using my name and use YN instead. So if you guys want that, I will go with the majority vote. So if you guys want it and don't want it, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna go with the majority vote. Or if no one votes, I'll just keep on using my name. So let's get it started. Chapter 12, Another Adventure. Your point of view. It's been a few days since the party. I still couldn't stop thinking about the moment Dipper and I had on the roof. Sure, he probably didn't consider it at the moment, but it probably didn't mean much to him. But it meant a lot to me. At the time, I was at the gift shop behind the counter using my phone since there weren't any customers. Just then, I heard the door open and close. A group of teenagers who seemed to be around my age came in. They all began walking around and laughing at everything they saw. I just kept messing around with my phone, but I couldn't help but peek up a few times. As I did, once, I made eye contact with one of the guys from the group. He had brown hair with frosted tips, bright green eyes, and fair skin. He wore a black leather jacket along with a grey sleeve shirt and some ripped jeans. I couldn't deny he was attractive, very attractive, but he also had this bad boy player aura. Not only because of his clothes, his face said it all. He had a playful yet flirtatious smirk, and his eyes sparkled with curiosity and mischief as he looked in my direction. He began walking my way, his smirk growing a bit wider. Oh boy. Can I help you? I was just looking around. Well, see anything you like? Why, yes. Yes, I do. Uh-oh. So tell me, what's a girl like you working at a place like this? I need a way to earn cash, and the job ain't half bad, unless it's people like you. Well then, how about you take a break? Me and my friends are on our way to the diner. Care to join? It's on me. As much as I wouldn't say no to a free food. Sorry, but I can't leave whenever I want to. Oh, come on, it's just for today, and if you enjoy it, maybe you can join me more often. She only said no. I turned to see a very pissed off Dipper. His face was a bit red in anger, and he glared daggers at the guy, and his hands rolled into fists. Just leave her alone. He looks at Dipper with a glare, then smirks at you. Right, I should have realized that the girl as beautiful as you would have had a boyfriend. You and Dipper turn red. I'll leave now. He walks away. You and Dipper look at each other. Sorry, did I go too far? Don't worry. I was just afraid that one of you would start throwing punches, but the situation was handled pretty well. Thanks for that, by the way. Don't mention it. Anyway, my shift's about to be over, but it's still a bit early to go home. Anything you'd like to do? I was planning to go exploring by myself, but you can join me. That's if you want to. You smile and gently kiss his cheek. Turns crimson red. Yeah, I'd like that. I'll go get my things. Okay. As much as I hate messing with him, he's just so cute when he's flustered. I got my bag and went back to Dipper, who still looked flustered. We both leave the shack. Dipper with a small indigo backpack, his journal inside. We walk into the woods talking about random stuff. As we did, I felt something weird. The world started to begin to get a bit blurry, and I began to feel dizzy. It wasn't the same feelings when I got hit with that blue dust a long time ago. That was different. I started feeling a bit too hot, which wasn't normal for me, and my hands started piling up in the palm of my hands. Oh no. I slowed down letting Dipper walk a good distance from me, afraid my powers were starting to go insane. He would be far enough to not get hurt, but he turned around and looked at me, worried and confusion covering his face. I didn't want to tell him. He would hate me if I did. I know it. So I tried playing it off cool. You okay? Yeah, don't worry, just feeling a bit hot. How can you stand being in a hoodie at a time like this? You get used to it, I guess. Right. Dipper squints his eyes a bit. What are you doing? This is probably the just lighting on something, but it looks like you have orange eyes. Crazy, right? Yeah, totally crazy. Just in a tree that was but far from us turned into flames. I began to feel normal. Oh god. Dipper's eyes widen as he immediately takes out one of his journals, quickly searching through it. He stopped at a certain page and started running to the now burnt tree. Me running behind. Once very near of the now burnt to ashy tree, he begins looking around as I try to catch my breath. Dude, slow down. Sorry, Georgia. What are you looking for anyways? This. He showed me a familiar page, the Phoenix page, a wide and joyous grin on his face. The Phoenix, a super rare bird, legend has it as its wings are made with actual fire. My great uncle Ford and I have been searching it for years, and he said he saw one decades ago. But whenever I have the slightest trace, I never seem to be getting any closer. Hey, don't worry, you'll find it someday. I hope you're right. You and Dipper smile at each other, both your faces turning a bit pink. Explosion noise. What was that? I don't know. Maybe we should go back into the shack. I didn't know what it was, and I don't know why, but something told me to go to wherever that caused the sound. I begin to wrong, ignoring Dipper and yelling for me to return. I followed the sound and the smoke. I never would have imagined to find a place like this. Yeah, well. Okay, well, I'm gonna head off now. So, goodbye.